Most gun owners spend a lot of time thinking about what they carry on their body. Far fewer think carefully about what they keep in their vehicle, and that gap in preparation is a mistake. A truck gun is not a backup plan. For a lot of situations and a lot of terrain, it is the primary tool. Today, we are counting down the 10 best truck guns on the market right now, from compact folding pistols to tactical shotguns and everything in between. We rank them on compactness, deployment speed, firepower, and how well they actually solve the truck gun problem. Number 1 does all of it better than anything else on this list. What's going on, everyone? Andrew here. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button so you don't miss the next one. Before we start, join our channel membership for early access, exclusive member-only videos, and advanced breakdowns we don't post anywhere else. Links in the description. Quick legal note: laws on vehicle-stored firearms vary by state, so always check your local regulations before building a truck gun setup. That's a video on its own. We'll cover it soon. For now, the guns. Let's count them down from 10 to 1. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Firearms require safe handling, proper training, and compliance with all federal, state, and local laws. Always verify current regulations before purchasing or carrying any firearm. Ranked in Charles Daly Honcho Tactical. The Charles Daly Honcho Tactical is the entry point of this list, and entry point is the right word. At roughly half the price of the Mossberg 590 Shockwave it is modeled after, the Honcho delivers a 14-inch barrel, a rubberized bird's head grip with genuine tactile texture, and a ribbed forend with a Moldedine Picatinny rail for accessories. The aluminum receiver and steel barrel keep it light and durable. It handles both 3-inch and 2 3/4-inch shells. The action release sits on the trigger guard, and the safety is conveniently located directly behind it. What keeps it at the bottom of this list is the learning curve. Stockless shotguns require real practice to run effectively, and the Honcho does not come with a manual for the experience. Budget-friendly and genuinely useful as a truck or home defense option, but earning it requires genuine range time. Buy it, shoot it regularly, and it will serve you well. Skip the practice and it will let you down when it matters. Ranked 9, Akkar Arms FSS Mini Shotgun. The Akkar Arms FSS Mini takes the Shockwave concept and adds the one feature that makes it genuinely better suited for vehicle storage: it folds. Thanks to the folding mechanism, the FSS Mini collapses down to a package compact enough to fit in a laptop bag. Unlike the pump-action Shockwave designs it competes with, the FSS Mini runs a semi-automatic operating system with a 14-inch barrel chambered in 12 gauge with a 3-inch chamber. 5 rounds total, including 1 in the chamber. The synthetic handguard and pistol grip keep the weight down and enhance control. A cross-bolt safety sits at the rear of the trigger guard, and a standard 22mm Picatinny rail handles accessories. The $449 suggested retail price makes it one of the most accessible purpose-built truck shotguns available. The folding feature alone justifies its place on this list over fixed configuration alternatives at the same price point. Rank 8, Thompson/Center Encore .50 Alaskan. The Thompson/Center Encore in .50 Alaskan is the most specialized gun on this list, and in the right hands, for the right terrain, it might be the most powerful. This single-shot break-action pistol has handled rifle and handgun cartridges since its introduction, and the .50 Alaskan chambering brings serious terminal performance for large and dangerous game. The bright metal finish, heavy 15-inch barrel, TC muzzle brake, and 2.57 times handgun scope make it a purpose-built precision tool. The Dragoon-style trigger guard is a full half-inch wide for easy action opening. The rebounding hammer safety rises off the firing pin after each shot. Single shot limits are real. This is not a truck gun for every situation, but for hunters in bear country or anyone working remote terrain where one clean shot from a solid position is the entire plan, the Encore in .50 Alaskan is a genuinely unique and capable option. Rank 7, the Pivot 9mm folding rifle. The Pivot is one of the most unconventional rifles on this list, and that unconventionality is precisely its argument. In a category where compactness is the primary objective, the Pivot's patented folding action delivers. The top half of the rifle swings 180 degrees around the bottom half with the press of a button, reducing a 16-inch barreled 9mm rifle to a package only 5 inches longer than its folded length. At 5 pounds without accessories, it is genuinely light. It feeds from standard Glock 19 magazines and is threaded for suppressor use. Total length in the firing position runs between 27 and 30 inches depending on stock position. The Pivot is a close quarters tool first, but the 9mm cartridge through a 16-inch barrel delivers enough velocity for steel targets past 150 yards when accuracy demands it. The concept is thought-provoking. The execution is solid enough to earn its place on this list. Rank 6 S&W M&P 12 bullpup shotgun. The S&W M&P 12 was a surprise announcement, and the shotgun itself is even more surprising than the announcement. A bullpup pump action 12 gauge with dual magazine tubes delivering a total capacity of 14+1 when loaded with 2 3/4 inch shells, or 12+1 with 3-inch shells. For a truck gun, that capacity is a meaningful advantage. The M&P 12 runs 2 pistol grips, 1 rear, 1 forward on the pump, both modeled after the M&P pistol series with swappable back straps. At 27.8 inches and just over 8 pounds unloaded, it is compact and comparable in weight to competing bullpup shotguns. Fully ambidextrous AR-style controls and Remchoke muzzle compatibility round out the package. The one genuine drawback is the loading system. The push-button assisted process is complex enough that topping off mid-scenario is not realistic. At over $1,000, the price also feels steep for the plastic-heavy construction. Strong capacity and controls, held back by price and loading complexity. Rank 5 KelTec KS7. The KelTec KS7 might be the most practical budget bullpup shotgun ever built, and for truck gun purposes, its dimensions are nearly ideal. At just 26.1 inches long, it clears the NFA overall length threshold while delivering an 18.5-inch barrel, a 13-inch length of pull, and a total loaded weight of 5.9 pounds. 7 rounds of 2 3/4 inch shells from a single tube. The big carry handle doubles as the optics and accessory mounting platform. The green triangle front sight is eye-catching and well-suited for close-range use. Bottom ejection means shells drop clear regardless of shooting position or handedness, a genuinely practical feature in a vehicle context. The ambidextrous pump release and big block safety are easy to run under stress. The KS7 handles well, runs reliably, and delivers a low-profile package that fits neatly in a vehicle without announcing itself. Outstanding value in a practical bullpup platform. Rank 4, Remington Tac-14. The Remington Tac-14 is the gun that legitimized the pistol grip compact shotgun category for practical use, and years after its introduction, it still earns its place on a list like this. A 12-gauge pump action with a 14-inch barrel and an overall length of just 26 inches, the Tac-14 navigates the NFA's requirements without requiring a tax stamp or the associated weight. 6 pounds and a bird's head grip designed for one-handed operation in tight spaces. The pump action is notably smooth, no grit, no hesitation, no burr, MOE and MLOK attachment points on the fore-end handle lights, lasers, and rails without modification. 5-round capacity is the Tac-14's primary limitation against higher capacity competitors, but what it lacks in round count, it makes up in a proven, refined platform that runs reliably in adverse conditions. For a vehicle that needs a capable 12 gauge in a compact package, the Tac-14 remains a benchmark. Rank 3, Springfield Armory XD MPDW. The Springfield Armory XD MPDW, developed in partnership with HS Product, earns its high placement on this list through a feature combination that directly addresses the truck gun problem. The roller delayed action shoots significantly softer than comparable direct blowback PCCs and AR9s, a meaningful advantage for fast, accurate follow-up shots in high-stress situations. The aluminum upper receiver and handguard keep weight at 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Overall length is 15.5 inches with a 6-inch barrel. 230-round translucent polymer magazines ship with the gun. A full-length M1913 Picatinny rail on the upper receiver handles optics with built-in iron sights that flip between post and notch and post and aperture configurations. MLOK slots on the handguard and a threaded barrel for suppressor or muzzle device attachment complete the package. Ambidextrous controls throughout. Rolls. For shooters who want maximum controllable firepower in a very compact, vehicle-friendly package, the XDM PDW delivers on every dimension. Rank 2, Palmetto State Armory AKV 9mm. The Palmetto State Armory AKV is the value champion of this list, a 9mm AK built on a platform with decades of proven reliability, priced below the competition, and executed well enough that the price advantage does not come with meaningful compromises. The forged front trunnion and bolt carrier, one 0.5-inch nitrided barrel, and Picatinny rail on the dust cover for optics mounting are all exactly what a serious truck gun setup requires. The extended safety lever and paddle magazine release are genuine ergonomic upgrades over standard AK controls. The AKV runs on CZ Scorpion magazine magazines relatively available and affordable, and PSA's own compatible magazines offer additional features over the originals. Bolt hold open on the last round with a push-down bolt release keeps the manual of arms simple and fast under stress. For anyone who wants a compact, rugged 9mm carbine for vehicle storage that does not require a premium budget, the AKV delivers everything it promises. Rank 1 Magpul/ZEV Technologies FDP9, the most complete truck gun solution on the market. The Magpul and ZEV Technologies FDP9 sits at the top of this list because it solves the truck gun problem more completely than anything else ranked here. The core challenge with vehicle-stored firearms is the same in every context. The gun needs to be compact enough to store discreetly, accessible enough to deploy without fumbling, and capable enough to handle a real defensive situation. The FDP9 addresses all three at once. At 11 by 5 inches, when folded, it packs into spaces where a traditional PCC or rifle would require a bag that announces its contents. Pressing down on the charging handle deploys the firearm in approximately 1 second with minimal practice at deployment speed. No other folding firearm on this list matches. The internal chassis is based on the ZEV-OZ 9V2 system with Gen 5 Glock internals, significantly modified and housed in a hybrid 174 stainless steel slide with 414 steel construction throughout. Black nitride coating on all steel components. The 7-inch barrel handles accurate shots to 200 yards when the situation demands it. Unfolded overall length of approximately 20 inches keeps it fully manageable. The FDP9 is a niche firearm, and its $1,600 MSRP reflects that. But for the carrier who takes their truck gun setup seriously and wants the most capable, most discreet, fastest deploying compact firearm available, the FDP9 earns its price and its place at the top of this list. Thanks for watching.